Excuse, spot out every rusted trust. Ash on the tongue of yesterday. Graffiti prayers all scraped away. My last good habit packed its bags. Left a note that said this sign. This is the last line on the map. Nobody pushes me past that. But on the ink where I stand and scratch. This is the last line on the map. They say, they fly, they just on top. Just my cracked heart drawing it back. This is the last line on the map. This is the last line on the map. Ghosts away and maybe not. Flicker in the takeaway glass. Cow so fast like crooked teeth. Biting dude on every chance. Like bargain bits of my own name. For quiet nights and borrowed shame. But fear's just faced with a balaclava. Pull it off and it looks like me. This is the last line on the map. Nobody pushes me past that. But on the ink where I stand and scratch. This is the last line on the map. They boss, they live, they velvet trap. Just my bit throat shouting it back. This is the last line on the map. This is the last line on the map. Nay more half steps, I mo shuffle. lock closed. They love us, quiet, separate. We islands of anger, too tired to care. Closed. They point at the sky, say scorn's your fault. But I've seen a bairn hold back a man twice his height, just by standing shoulder to shaking shoulder. We're tiny till we gather, then we're boulders. Hey! promise. We owe it our breath to plant something living in the shadow of their death. Clan crest scratched, collar thin. Said they made us pick a side. Now we stitch the hills back wide. Kids saw the scheme out late. Names sprayed over Gallowgate. Red paint, blue paint, same stone wall, same rain on us all. Stone and soul together, blood and bone and weather. We rise, we rise, we rise as one. Old names, young hearts, severed past and future measured in every hand that holds this line as one. Council flat kettle screams, steam curls round old war dreams. Grandad with a Sunday shirt hides his medals, hates that hurt. Says your war's a different fight. Playgrounds, turnstiles, bitter nights. But if you split like they split me, you'll never walk these streets as free. Stone and soul together, blood and bone and weather. We rise, we rise, we rise as one. Old names, young hearts, tethered past and future measured in every hand that holds this line as one. We turn banners into blankets, wrapped our daft we grudges tight. Then we cut them into patches, sew them on the same black flight jacket. Hey! Clan to crew, old to new, all that anger sharp and true. Not at each other, at the chains that stay. Stone and soul together, blood and bone and weather. We rise, we rise, we rise as one. Old names, warm hearts, fettered past and future measured in every hand that holds this line as one. Grand's open on a frayed guitar strap. Granddad's laughing a late night scrap. We showed our names in the same sharp air. All in, all in. We're all from there. We're all from there. Stitches in my skin, pins in every bone. White wood light is buzzing, but it can't claim my home. Flag in the back of my mind, frayed at the edge, still raised. Name carved into the headboard. I am hurt, I am not erased. We are more than blood and bruises, more than torn up veins. When the body folds and fractures, something stands, remains. From the terraces to triage, hearing in each breath drawn ragged. Nation in a single rib, spirit in the wreckage. Hey! Steel toe, ghosts on Govan Road, marching where we used to run. Bones gave out in winter shifts, hearts still beat like drums. Cans of beer cans on the Clyde, flowers in an old milk crate, Scotland written on a wristband, pulse outlasting fades. We are more than blood and bruises, more than torn up veins. When the body folds and fractures, something stands, remains. From the terraces to triage, hearing in each breath drawn ragged. Nation in a single rib, spirit in the wreckage. Break my hands, I'll sing my heart. Crack my back, I'll never part. Take this frame, you'll never take. The vow I made, the will you wake. Oh yeah! We are more than blood and bruises, more than torn up veins. When the body falls and fractures, something stands, remains. From the tenements to Highlands, hearing in each breath drawn ragged. Scotland in a single red, spirit in the wreckage. Boot prints and the peat and shale, rust red cans and a dry stein wall. Old scarf caught on a gorse black nail, as if it waited for the roll call. Names carved faint in a weathered gay, rain reads them out in a crooked line. Clouds hang low like a held back weight, the hill keeps watch, says you're mine. These mountains remember every stagger, every fall. They keep the cracks in the rock like a ledger on the wall. Every shout, every silence, every curse we never told. The valleys hold the memories of every fallen soul. Of every fallen soul. Wind hums hymns in the sheep wire fence. Midges dance round a burnt out flare. Ash in the moss black print on the sense of the ones who are gone, still there. Boot leaf, buckle, a snapped old pick, buried deep in the sod nation swapped our accents, kicked their borders down the stairs. Headlines how left kings and countries, old men drowning dust and war. We lit fags behind the chip shop, vowed our names were ours, not yours. I won't kneel to a ball-round crown, won't wear chains just to calm you down. If your safe world means unrun me, I choose the storm over your still sea. I choose the break over bending slow. I'm walking out. You can keep your no. Keep your curfew, keep your silence, keep your polished Sunday grave. I'll take money boots and splits for one honest, breathless belief. I'm not cracking your cathedrals, spray paint scripture on your wall. Every sit-down feeds the hunger, every push just makes me crawl. Back to standing, back to shouting, back to chase, to my own call. I won't kneel to a ball-round crown, won't wear chains just to calm you down. If your safe world means I'm not me, I choose the storm over your still sea. I choose the break over bending slow. I'm walking out. You can't keep your no. We were raised.
places we've been. Say we've been. They fenced a hill where we kissed once, sold the view in plastic frames, turned the yard into a car park, painted raining, marching straight through blood and blame. If this is where we make our stand on broken glass and bottle green, we'll die with boots in our own dirt, singing for the places we've been. Lost point, lost jump, lost sunrise over chimneys, slate and stone. You said if they come, they'll mind us on our fate at home, at home. Buds burst open, salt and the bruises rain in the seams. Coal dust coffin, steel mill sirens cut through our dreams. We were half-starved, laughing through cracked teeth stitched in the grime. Names spray painted on shattered doors, daring the rust, daring the time. We are brothers of the Arc Weld, spark and scar and shattered shield. Burned our bows into the rail line, swore our faith in tempered steel. Not the blood, but the backbone, not the name on some old stone. We are brothers of the Arc Weld, fire chose us as its own. Pub light bleeding, smell of vinegar, smoke and sin. Knuckles purple, but you held the line when the fist came in. Shed one jacket, rain soaked denim, torn at the sleeve. Shed one secret, we don't walk away, we don't let each other bleed. We are brothers of the Arc Weld, spark and scar and shattered shield. Burned our bows into the rail line, swore our faith in tempered steel. Not the blood, but the backbone, not the name on some old stone. We are brothers of the Arc Weld, fire chose us as its own. Who stood in the picket cold, teeth rattling? You did. Who spat in the landlord's face? Still battling? We did. If the world writes us off as a lost cause choir, we'll come our story in girders and wire. We are brothers of the Arc Weld, spark and scar and shattered shield. Burned our bows into the rail line, swore our faith in tempered steel. Not the blood, but the backbone, not the name on some old stone. We are brothers of the Arc Weld, fire chose us as its own. Fire chose us as its Cattle screams on the rusted hub, steam on the window. Sky bruised grey boots by the door, still wet with yesterday. Mom says a blessing in language I forgot. Bruise on my knuckles, ink on my wrist, names of my pals crawled like a list. shout yours first, I'll spend it all. Sun climbs slow on the tenement stone. For a blink, we're golden, we're not alone. This is the dawn before the charge. Parts like drums in an empty yard. Fearing our thrones, so fill our scars. Hand in hand as the daylight starts. If we go down, we go down low. This is the dawn before the charge. This is the dawn. Before the They drew their lines in London ink, on paper maps they never walk. Named our hills for old dead kings who never heard the heather talk. Grand hands black with factory dust said, listen lad, the ground can speak. In every cut on every knuckle I heard the river under the street. This land knows my name, not theirs, not theirs. From the cliff edge cry to the tenement stairs. Let them crown themselves in gold. We are soil, we are stone. This land knows my name, and that's where I belong. They built a fence through farmers' fields, called it progress, called it peace. But lambs still run where borders are, and thistles rise through every crease. In school they taught us empire tales, flags and dates in tidy rows. But my tongue tripped on the stories that the peat and Gaelic crows still know. This land knows my name, not theirs, not theirs. From the Harvard rain to the empty chairs, let them sign away our skies in a room far from home. This land knows my name, and that's where I belong. I bled on commels, laughed in gales. I shed my hair from the factory rails. Every board mark, every grave says no crown made us brave. They're leaving cars with tinted glass. We'll stay when all their banners pass. This land knows my name, not theirs, not theirs. From the mountain shade to the miner's praise. Let them argue, let them own every title, every throne. This land knows my name. Claim this land, my only This land knows my name. In the back room bar, 10 stalls, one mic. Old man's handshake round a cracked pale pint. Says you can the hill above our scheme. Crowd laughs, rise, but we lean in. Says there was banners there before your time. Rust red sky, blood up to the thighs. Names carved quick in a churchyard crib. ash white. The dead won't yield, it's all in the telling. Salt on the granite wind. Blood rains clean by the rain, by the rain. Memory makes the victims mistakes that heroes in history's just a rumor we are free. Made it with 20 lads, afield none brave. A drunk wee skirmish that the parish never saved. But he says 1,000,000 marched and 1,000,000 stayed. So we raise our glasses like rusty blades. It's all in the telling. Salt on the granite wind. Blood runs clean by the rain, by the rain. We keep the ghosts in gossip. We clown the fallen kin. Truth's just a stone. Blend the grass. I've been off yet. Louder than the weather's din. Defending the open that way. We'll sing it till it din. Someday. Memes carved small on a crooked stone, raid on granite, shell and bone. Your old boots by the back door mat, still full of mud from this and that. Moss at windows, sleeves roll high. Castles rattle, years drift by. Photo fading on the mantle's edge. We keep your chair, we keep that pledge. We sing for the ones who never came home, for the boots left empty, the bed's gone cold. Raise your voice like the wind on the moor. This is our chorus, this is what hearts are for. We sing for the ones who never came home. is what hearts are